Tank and Ryan, can you break it down for us? Break that down for us and let us know, who are you favoring and who should win the fight?
Yeah, I think it's a good fight. Ryan has the height, the length, the speed, but Tank has that power. He has that neutralizer. He has the experience. He's been tested. He's been proven. So it's a good fight. The safe bet would be Tank, but you cannot count Ryan out as well.
See, that's an interesting point that you're bringing up because I feel a lot of people are not giving him any chance whatsoever, and they're saying Tank by knockout, Tank by annihilation. You know Ryan very well. What makes him a live dog in there?
Yeah, I mean he has speed, he has power, and I don't think that he's scared. I think that he's coming in there to win. He's not. And we've seen Tank go down in rounds. We've seen Tank, and then come back with a knockout. But we haven't seen what he can he do when he can't against a puncher that he can't just sleep on. He can't just But like I said, it's a good fight. If Tank was to go blow him out the water, we wouldn't be surprised.
The winner has to see you, I would imagine. That's the fight that you want.
Yeah. But it all starts with Loma, and once I'm victorious there, the winner we will look to face.
So we ran into Vasyl in LA a week ago, and I asked him, "Yo, is this fight gonna happen?" And he's like, "I hope. I think it will." Let us know what's going on with the latest with you and Vasyl.
Yeah, the fight's definitely gonna happen. It's just we're trying to see where. We're trying to pick a site for it. It might be here or it might be in Vegas. But one of those two places is definitely gonna happen. May 20th is the date, and yeah.
Is that the holdup? Is just the location?
That's it, just a location.
To you petitioned to fight Vasyl 3-4 years ago, and he skipped that to go ahead and fight Teofimo, and it's like the tables have turned now.
He didn't fight Teofimo.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing was about, wasn't it? He franchised and then he went on to the tail fight.
Yeah, but he had fights. Didn't he have fights before that? I thought he fought.
He might have had one more.
Like Luke Campbell.
He did fight Luke, but I remember that convention where it's like it came out that they were going to pass on you.
But that was a while after. He had fights after that.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, he didn't go straight into the Teofimo fight.
Yeah, I know, but for the longest time, though, you wanted that fight, and he, I don't know, in a way kind of dismissed you, like, no, it's not a big enough fight. I guess how good does it feel that, like, the position's reversed now, where you're the guy, you're the champ, you have all the belts, and now he's the one that, he needs the fight.
Yeah, I mean, tables turn. For a long time, Loma wouldn't even say my name. To be honest, I didn't even think, at one point, I didn't even think Loma knew me because he wouldn't say my name. Like literally, I really didn't think he knew me because he wouldn't say my name. And then eventually, things started turning, tables started turning, and here we are. Now I'm giving Loma a shot when I don't have to. When it was his turn, he didn't have to. He didn't. But it's different because I want to show the world, my skills. I want to take on the best fighters in the world. I've been saying this for a while. Since Loma days, I've been saying this. Since Robert Easter days, I've been saying this. So now it's another chance for me to showcase it.
Yeah, that's a curious choice because a lot of people
and they say, oh, he calls out a lot of fighters, but he doesn't fight them. Anybody that I ever called out that and was willing to fight me, I fought. And this is another time of me showing that. I called out Loma years and years ago. Here we are, years and years later, we're fighting.
We've seen some fighters when they're in the position that you were a few years back not get that chance. When it's reversed, they don't give them the fight, or it's very difficult. Most notably, Spence and Keith Thurman. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You just kind of explained, but was there a party where you're like, nah, like F that. He didn't give me his chance. Like, nah, I'll make him wait.
Nah, I mean, it's about legacy for me. I've been wanting to fight Loma. I knew that I could beat him back then. I still feel the same way, and I will show it.
How does that fight play out now?
I mean, you just got to see. Got to tune in. It's definitely going to be an even different fight from what it was years ago. It's going to be an even different fight. I look forward to showcasing my skills and showcasing, that I am the best fighter in the world. I am the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
I feel like you don't get a lot of respect for that. What do you think is needed for you to finally get that respect, that status from people?
Man, I'm just keep beating them one by one. Line them up, keep knocking them down, and eventually I'll get my respect. I'm definitely getting more respect than I was before, and after this fight, I will get even more respect when I'm victorious.
Looking at Loma, do you feel he's on the decline now or on the slide compared to what he was a few years ago?
I mean, they say that now because he had a bad performance, but one performance don't define you. We're not studying Loma just off his last performance. We're studying him off all his fights, his best performances, his worst performances. We're studying him all around. One performance does not define you.
Because I know a lot of people have mentioned that.
And he was coming out. And he was coming out of a war. Yeah, he was coming out of Ukraine. He was coming. A lot was it took to make that fight happen, and he was victorious against a young, hungry lion like Jermaine Ortiz. So we just got to see that we're expecting the best Lomachenko on May 20th, and the best Devin Haney will show up that night.
In your honest opinion, do you think it's a tit-for-tat fight, like competitive, like one round you, one round Loma, one round you, or do you feel at some point you will take over the fight?
Yeah, I see myself being dominant from round 1 to round however long it lasts. If it's the round 12, I see myself being dominant the whole time.
What gives you that confidence now?
I feel like that. I've been feeling like that, and that's what it's not confidence now, because I've been saying this. I've been saying that I would beat Loma, and I want to fight Loma, and back and years ago. There's nothing has changed.
Devin, they just weighed in, man. What'd you make of everything that went down?
Man, I missed it. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I mean, it's a fight. You know, it's official now. Now it's time to get hydrated up and for them to fight tomorrow night. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Tommy was a little like hyped up, and he went in and he pushed Jake in the weigh-in. You know, you've had so many weigh-ins. When you see an opponent like that with like a lot of emotion, how do you, I guess, decipher that with your perspective as a fighter?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't put too much energy into it, because it can mean a lot of things. It can mean he's nervous, he's trying to psych me out, or it could just mean that, you know, he really wants to take my head off. So I don't know. I don't pay too much mind into it. At the end of the day, we got to go in there and fight. You're going to do what you're going to do regardless of whether we push, whether we talk, whatever the case may be. Your game plan is your game plan, and you're going to stick to that, and I'm going to stick to mine. So may the best man win.
Looking at this fight, how do you see it playing out? Like, take us through how Tommy can win and how Jake can win.
I haven't seen that much of Tommy, so I can't really say exactly how he can win, but he has the experience. He comes from a fighting family. So, you know, I would say it's basically like it wouldn't be a surprise if he won for the boxing world, but I just think Jake will win. I think Jake is a lot better than what a lot of people give him credit for. He has a neutralizer. He can punch. He has great coaches around him. He's a student of the game. He wants to learn, and yeah.
Yeah, what about Jake that you see that makes you say that he's a lot better than what people give him credit for? Because a lot of people don't give him credit.
Because I seen him train, I seen him work, I seen how disciplined, how dedicated he is to the sport, and he has skills, but he doesn't have much experience. So we got to see how he holds up when he gets hit, or you know what he does. But for the most part, yeah.
Do you think with the win over Tommy, like people will get off his back and stop with them saying, hey, fight a real boxer, you're not any good, you're just picking and choosing your opponents? Do you think this one finally like gives him legitimacy?
Yeah, I mean, he's always going to, people are always going to say something at the end of the day. No matter who he fights, they're going to say, oh, but you didn't fight this person, you didn't fight this person. That's how the game go. But I think he's going to get more credit than what he has been before.